Hello again, my friends. This is the boy and his dog, and in today's episode, although we are back at the Wall of Who, we are actually talking about another fine BBC sci-fi series, but this one that was filmed, on the most part, in front of a live studio audience. Yes, I am of course talking about the legendary Red Dwarf, a show about the last human, a hologram, an evolved human like cat, an android, and an insane ship computer. In October, the complete collection was released. Now, there was a previous complete BBC collection which was missing a few things we have here, including the complete Body Snatchers collection, which was quite a rare thing up until this point, all seasons of the Dave version of Red Dwarf, and the final movie, which it definitely sounds like it is the final story, as new hopes for another series have been dashed, as the BBC just can't afford it. Why do you think they keep trying to make deals with Doctor Who, like the previous Disney deal, and crikey knows who next, because they just can't afford to do it on their own anymore. This is the state of the country now. I wonder what contributed to that. So we are just going to look at the new box set, and I'll go through very briefly a few of my favourite episodes. Alright with that? Groovy. Let's get started. Right, here we go. Look at this big chugger bugger. So it says complete series 1 to 13, even though it's 1 to 12 and then a movie. So I don't know why it says that. You can kind of see the width of it there. It's a big chugger. I quite like the design. It's quite kind of basic but stylish. It does slightly let it down for images when you get in this. You can see on the sides there it's over 2 boxes. So we've got series 1 to 7 and just the Smegs. And the first box and the second we've got 8 and then all the Dave stuff and the movie, which we'll get to in a bit. So this is what a box looks like in general. It's like a book. It flips open and you got the discs inside. I'm not going to flip through them all because they all look like that. Disc 1 is the episode, and then disc 2 in the bottom of the same layer is generally the bonuses. So these are a couple of things that come with it. This is like Easter eggs that used to be on the DVD discs and that, but we'll get to that in a minute. And the booklet, which we can go through the episodes. So it's the second one. So if we look at it on the side here, we've got Series 8, the Body Snatchers collection, Back to Earth, Series 10, 11 and 12, and the Promised Land movie. So yeah, it's pretty much the same again. So this is the bonus disc. So these were like Easter eggs that were on the DVDs. They've still got the cool menus, the animated menus that DVDs used to do. All that cool stuff is still there, or you can choose to have it flat, but use the animated ones, go on. It's DVD, it's an old thing. We don't have them anymore. I love it. And they're all the... for some reason they're not on the other discs now, I don't know. So we're going to go through the different episodes here now, kind of briefly, my favourites. The end is obviously famous for the Dead Dave. And Me Too is brilliant because there's 2 rumours in it, which starts off with the competence of Paranoid. It's kind of the only 2 that kind of carry on from each other in the first series. The rest are alright, but they're like my 2, like the beginning and end really. Crichton is an amazing episode, but it's a different actor. And the arc of his character kind of is forgotten for the series after this. When he comes back, he's only in the first episode. Queeg is brilliant. I love it. Parallel universe, any parallel stuff with this when they do our versions themselves is wonderful and better than life. I'm doing this in any order, really. It's like a VR game, which again, rumor makes it brilliant. Backwards is fantastic. It's actually played backwards, and there's actually a scene that if you play it in reverse, the bloke is having a go at you for being a nerd and playing it backwards to work out what you're saying. Marooned is with Dave and Rimmer. It's probably the best one of this season, I'd say. Polymorph is fantastic as well. They're all really good here. Body Swap. Camille is like there's another version of the android, but there's more to her. Dimension Jump has got Ace Rimmer, which is fantastic, and Meltdown is like bloody waxworks that come to life. Now this, you only need it for quarantine. If you're only going to watch one episode of Red Dwarf out of all of it, it's Quarantine. It's a classic. It's absolutely amazing. I can't speak about it enough. Just the Smegs is like what the Smeg Ups is just like all the mistakes they made. Because obviously it was live broadcast. It was filmed live. It wasn't live broadcast. I'm lying. Then we got series 8. We've got back to the Red Part 3. It's got Cassandra, which you can tell the future. Crikey TV is brilliant. It's kind of like a reality TV show. That's a really good one. The Body Snatcher set. So it's like a remaster of the first 3 series, but it's only on DVD because they've CGI'd all the ships and that. So Back to the Earth is like a kind of filmy one that you can watch in 3 parts as a film, and then after that it's the Dave series, which is 10, 11 and 12, and then the Promised Land movie. There's your list of the Easter eggs. So yeah, it is a good collection. And the amount of extras which didn't go through, you got feature length documentaries on every season. All the BBC stuff up to the first like 3-part movie one. They've all got commentary. Every single episode has got commentary, but none of the Dave stuff has, unfortunately. There's a really good Dwarf in USA documentary, I think on series 5, because they did an American Dwarf, and it's as awful as you think it is. It is really bad. Oh my god. On disc 1 there's the Japanese version of the first episode, which it uses the remastered special effects. But it's in Japanese. Just watch it. Honestly, it's perfect in its own way. There's just so much good stuff, honestly. And it has some of the songs you can have more separate, which they are a great joy. Tongue Tied and the River Song. Oh my god. So this is Stephen from the future coming back at you, because I realised that 2 of the pages missing. I thought it didn't make much sense. They must be stuck together as I was going through the booklet. So I just want to quickly talk about the episodes of Series 6 and 7, because I skipped them. So very briefly, Series 6 has some absolute bangers in the form of Legion, the futuristic cutlery will always make me laugh. Gunmen of the Apocalypse, which is a cowboy film with viruses. A sequel to Polymorph with Emo Hawk. That's where this creature can keep changing to loads of different things, and it sucks up people's personality, really. And that's also the planet where there's this beautiful bride for Dave, and Rimmer World, which is genius. It's the whole planet of Rimmer clones, men and women, all Rimmer. That is fantastic. In Series 7, my favourite is Artica to Ride, which is a brilliant take on time travel and what really happened during the assassination of JFK. Stoke Me a Clipper, which is all about Ace Rimmer, a fantastic creation, and Ouroboros, which explains Dave's origin story and reintroduces Christine Kachansky, albeit from another dimension. She stays on, and I know not everyone is a fan of her joining the crew. I loved it just as much as all the rest. And edit me if I posted right about a virus that takes over the ship and the crew. It began life as a nicotine patch, of course. And finally, Nanarchy, where Dave loses an arm. They try to replace it with nanomachines. As usual, they get much more than they bargained for, especially in the closing moments of the episode, which does change the series in a big red way moving forward. Yeah, it's all fantastic. So just to say, thank you for watching today's video. There's something for the weekend. We are continuing the story of Dispatch, and next week we're having a bit of a Peter Cushing week with 2 videos. One may be Doctor Who related, and something else I've been very excited to get my hands on, which I finally did, and I looked through it all, and it's amazing. Can't wait to talk about that. And all being good, by the end of the week we may have a new Hammer release to chat about. Can't wait for that. So see you again, my friends, and never forget to keep on keeping on.